IncaKoin came under a 51% attack. They attempted a hostile takeover of the network. IncaKoin proved to be stronger than they had presumed, and there was a hostile forum thread that I viewed, and I noticed some members attacking the coin, threatening to end IncaKoin. IncaKoin is still going. The assaulting chain failed to merge correctly and become the dominant chain, and this was actually going to be the future of Bitcoin, the digital warfare. This is just an alternate coin that's very young, was thought to be easily taken, and the forum thread got awfully hostile and gathered quite a bit of attention, and because of the fail, there's rumors of other attacks and assaults, websites going down, things of that nature. The same type of assaults that are happening to Eligius, the guild, where they're getting knocked offline, and then maybe another pool can grab all those users. Pooled mining is becoming more popular as the difficulty climbs in Bitcoin, and just a very limited few who hold the majority of the hash power for the Bitcoin chain. As the technology, if you agree with me, Sean, the technology, how'd I do?
You're doing fine. Keep going.
But the technology is definitely outpacing the price to do the 51% attack on the Bitcoin network. So the future of Bitcoin seems it's going to be a hostile environment as well, when a attacking pool or miners that group together and decide to go against the Bitcoin protocol as a good miner, they could work together and pull off the same attack. And it's becoming cheaper and cheaper as the technology rapidly increases and becomes cheaper. IncaKoin had some small issues where they weren't sure if they were going to hold them off. They threatened with 2 tetrahash of hashing power on a very young chain. Now, the proof of script in IncaKoin for its protection doesn't kick in for another 10 days, and that would make it harder for the attacking chain once the proof of stake kicks in. The forum was awfully entertaining, to say the least, but it also shows the seriousness of the future of digital warfare and currencies, and I'm assuming once the bankers take this Bitcoin to be a severe threat, you'll see the same kinds of attacks. And I don't know if Bitcoin will be able to withstand such an attack. During a 51% attack, there's different choices that can be made, like Feathercoin. When they suffered their 51% attack, I'm pretty sure they just jumped on the attacker's chain to save faith. instead of trying to hold their ground, chance losing all their coins.
Is that why the price has gone down so much on FeatherCoin?
See, what happens is you lose faith in the miners who worked so hard, and their equipment, and how expensive it is. So once you submit to the attack or lose an attack, you're losing faith in your miners. They require a developer dedicated to protecting what they've worked so hard to gather with their miners. So it's been interesting. It's the future of digital warfare, and these companies producing these miners are, in essence, creating war machines.
Now, nobody's in danger physically on this, correct?
No, it's fair game. There's no rules. It's part of the protocol. It's the only thing that would be rules is what the government issues is, let's say, fair or unfair, or taking down websites and stuff that they're already doing to the bigger pools. Maybe, I can't say who's doing all the attacking, but if I was a betting man, one pool would want to take another pool down in order to get all them miners. So if you were a big pool, then you could be at risk for these DDoS attacks in order to get the miners to go somewhere else, where if they jumped onto your pool after you attacked another pool, then you, in essence, brought up your hash rate. And that's why they say you have to trust your pool operator. You have to trust that they're working for the good of the miners, because the pool operators have the control to be good miners or bad miners. And it can be more profitable to be bad miners. And there was an article written by Cornell University about this. And I have some links for that for you, Sean, if you wanted.
Absolutely.
But the title of the article at Cornell was "Majority is Not Enough. Bitcoin Mining is Vulnerable." And that's the Department of Computer Science, Cornell University, who wrote that article, and I believe it was just a few weeks back now that article came out. Yeah, the future is interesting. It's fair game. There's going to be battles, and the heavier hashing power, stronger chains, they're going to be the winners. And there's going to be developers fighting to save their coins that they've created. And there's some powerful people out there that are getting involved in this business.
Sounds pretty brutal. Has this happened before, or is this the first time that this has happened, basically in the altcoin community?
I think most altcoins at one time or another experience these problems. I'm not a professional on as far as how this attack is pulled off, but I know that the smarter, faster chain, smarter developer, faster chain, more hash power, that's going to supersede the attacking chain, or the attacking chain could supersede the honest chain. And IncaKoin on a note was a hostile takeover that they attempted, and they failed.
So if this went on for, say, with Bitcoin, and it's basically a hostile takeover, 51% attack. Now, are those coins, or even for IncaKoin, are those coins once they succeed in the attack? Is that like counterfeit coins, or is that all of a sudden the coins for that?
Well, the attack, they'll have a choice to either use the attack to generate extra coins really fast and add them in, or they have the power also to reject all the coins that were currently on the old chain.
So they gain all that power, and they call the shots basically from there.
Right. Once they take the chain, they call the shots.
Wow. So it's fair game now. Denial of service attacks, we know those are illegal, so that's not part of the fair game. That's something that's probably highly punishable.
It is reality that it's going on. We see it all the time.
I don't doubt it.
That's why you need failovers on your miners. So when a pool service gets a distributed denial of service attack, and your client shuts down and you start losing money because your miners aren't running, you need a failover. You need a failover place to send your miners in that scenario.
Interesting. So where does we're gonna have to wrap this up. Where does IncaKoin stand now, and how are things with the opposition in this regard?
Well, IncaKoin, as far as everything's quieted down quite a bit. There hasn't been too many new posts on the thread other than IncaKoin releasing necessary client updates with checkpoints installed, and this helps to prevent these types of attacks. I think IncaKoin proved to be a strong coin, a strong chain, especially with 2 tetrahash attack on the network.
Wow.
And hold strong through them attacks. It was very interesting, and to see. I think I only saw one person on the thread post an address for the attacking chain, and as a matter of fact, the last I checked, they were asking the attacker where the promised 250,000 IncaKoins were. There's been no response to that.
Wow. This is amazing. Well, I want to cover this more down the road and find out what to do when when you're getting attacked. If you have a coin that you're operating or basically promoting, and how to defend that coin, and also maybe look into the legalities of this in regards to Bitcoin. If this was to happen, I would think the authorities, the SEC, and everyone would be pretty upset about something like this happening, especially the investors.
I'll just quote a small little thing on the article from Cornell, and it states, the Bitcoin protocol requires a majority of the miners to be honest. That is, follow the Bitcoin protocol as prescribed.